blowing in the wind. Keep on blowing in the wind. Keep on blowing in the wind. Keep on blowing in the wind.
It's that time of year again. Here we are, beautiful Iowa. It doesn't get any better weather-wise, but we've got a large middle school housing site here, brand spanking new. Of course, at this middle school, we've got the football field, which we can't even touch. But other than that, everything's good. Got some sectionals going on with the drum line over here, some subs, and later on this afternoon we'll start playing with the brass line. The brass is in visual rehearsal right now. So, anyway, just checking in. We'll see y'all down the bend.
It was together, but plan time.
think they're good.
What?
They think they're good.
Say that again?
They think they're good.
I don't think you think they're good. When you roll up and you start throwing down a really lackluster warm-up like that, that tells me a couple things. It's not that you're not into it. It's not a bad attitude. But right now, our expectations of you as a staff are here. Yours are here. Which, I mean, that's where we're at. Let's just be real honest about it. We've been hearing it all day from Craig. Now you're going to hear all about it from me. When we start expecting the same things, we're going to get a lot better faster. But right now, I'm just trying to get you guys to meet the minimum standard of what we did all winter. That's all we're doing right now. And right now, guys, we're on the clock. We have, how much time we have left?
Half an hour.
Huh?
Half hour.
Half hour. We don't have time to relearn the winter every warm-up, guys. And that's just you guys walking into the park with the expectation that this is going to kick ass. This is going to be great. We're going to get our act together, and we're going to go have a great ensemble rehearsal, and it's going to be good. And I don't know right now if that's really in enough people's thought process. And it's got to be. Because the difference between you and Crown or the Blue Devils or any of those people that are consistently good is they have that expectation. Right now, I don't think you have that expectation of this group. And you know, I'm learning things as I go. Like you guys who've been around here, is it true you only had subsectionals 3 times last year?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
So here's my challenge as an instructor. Is one of the things, and we talked about it a long time as a brass staff, one of the things, and I'm talking to vets now, I'm not talking about new people, is we need to teach you to learn how to learn at our pace. I'll give you an example. Last night we had that timing error at least 7 times in a row. The same people doing the same error over and over and over again. So since I have somebody who's been with me for the past 4 years, did that ever happen the last 3 years where we've been at? Never. Never. The information was given, the problem was corrected, and we moved on. That's what I mean about learning how to learn. When you get information, you must apply it immediately. None of us are interested in why it happened. So you can save that. Like, I'm not interested in hearing an excuse for why the breath wasn't full or why this didn't happen. Really not interested in that. And it's not because we don't like you or don't respect what you have to say, but we're giving you information, and the expectation is because the time is so short, you got to apply it immediately. And the energy that some of you guys are already at least showing the propensity for, of using the mental energy to come up with an excuse, could be easily used to come up with a remedy for the said problem presented to you, instead of coming up for why. Again, it's not because you're terrible people and we hate you and you have bad attitudes, and we got to fix things. The thing that we got to fix is you guys rolling up to this arc like it means something. Like, we're getting ready to throw down right now. Like, we take ourselves seriously. And I've been through this process a number of times with different drum corps here and there, getting people to actually believe in the fact that, you know what, there's no difference between us and the Carolina crowd. There's no difference between us and those guys. The difference is walking in the door, rolling up to an arc, there is an expectation of this is going to really kick ass. And until you guys start being proud of the way we sound and making sure that you're doing everything you can do to make this speak the way it should speak all the time, so it's an event every time the horn line plays. So when we roll up to a show and we start a warm-up, people around the warm-up arc are going to, or around the lot are going to go, wow, who's that? Who's that over there? Kicking ass over there. You guys know what those sound like, hopefully. When you hear a horn line warming up over in the corner and they just sound fucking great. And you know they're getting ready to put one right between somebody's eyeballs. That's where we got to get to.
When people talk about what's a killer instinct, that's what it is your expectation of your performance, and your horn line's performance is nothing other than stellar all the time. And right now, the only requirements are to take a full breath together, enunciate daw, smooth air, finish phrases. That's it. That's the only expectation going on right now. And right now, we're struggling with it. Because I don't think we're all really clued in to how this works. And again, and if it's insulting, I apologize. But if you guys are used to a horn program where you only break up into subsectionals 3 times, well, surprise! This is what we do. And the expectation is every single block we get a hell of a lot better fast, quick, because we don't have the time, guys. And I don't like giving speeches like this. From time to time it's necessary, and right now it's necessary. Because we don't possess that yet. Are we going to possess it after this little talk? Probably not. Maybe the seed has been planted. That's the best I can hope for right now. But for the next couple weeks, each one of you guys has to figure out what those words mean to you and how you're going to do your part to make sure that every time the downbeat is given, this horn line speaks together with one clear voice, one breath, one voice, and it's nothing but clarity and great sounds all the time. Because we can't get into the habit where we're addressing the same problem 7 times. I'm not used to it. And I don't want to get used to it. And that's not because we're a bunch of bastards. It's just that's how people do good. You want to be one of those teams? That's how they do it. It's not complicated. But it starts with every individual in the brass line showing up with an expectation of what they want to sound like right now. What am I going to do right now? And not just going on autopilot, and not just accepting a shitty, shallow, short, chesty breath and a really sloppy daw, and playing underneath the mezzo forte and all those things. Those are all choices, folks. They're all choices. You do nothing all day but make choices. Even though this is a pretty structured environment, you really do have a lot of power over what goes on right now. Last night at the end of, or yesterday at the end of our sectional block, I had the expectation of, okay, these guys are going to kill this last run. I can't wait to hear this. But I think I might have been the only guy with that expectation, except for these guys. Because you clearly didn't have that expectation. It was just going to be another run through. And every time you treat it just like another run through, well, that's when you're mediocre, and that's when it's just kind of whatever. It's okay. Like we're always going to be okay. Everybody in the activity is okay. Pioneer's okay. They're all right. They're not offensive to listen to most of the time. There's a lot of teams that are okay. I don't want to be one of those teams. This has got to be, when this is all said and done, this has got to be the horn line that people are talking about. And that opportunity is in front of you guys. And I don't know that you know that, and I don't know how you would know that. And you might not start realizing it until we start getting out there and seeing what this show design is going to do to people. From a purely design standpoint, you have a 7th place show. Fact. Just on paper, your show could easily be a 7th place drum corps show. Our challenge is to grow you guys into that 7th place show and to see how far we can make the balloon go up. But that's the tool that you've been given. And it doesn't always work out that way. But right now, you have an open door, and it's 100% on you. Because you're not going to have the excuse of, well, the show wasn't quite up to scratch. Well, the drill blew. Well, this, well, that. Not in the amazing show design, and you've got a bunch of really fine people. That's the first tier team of teachers I've been around ever. And I'm not talking about the brass staff. I'm talking about us. I'm talking about those guys. I'm talking about the color guards. That's already probably one of the best drum lines this course ever taught about it. Second day of the summer. It's already really pretty damn good. You checked out the quads. That's one of the best quad lines in BCI. Will be by the end of the year. Where do we fit in? Where is the Colts? Where are we going to have to say it? And that's where the competition thing starts showing. Is the competition the most important thing? No. But we do get a number every night, and we are prepared on this one. When we start messing some people up, and it is a battle of the way, how quickly that happens isn't always up to us. When that starts happening, it drives people nuts. You know, when we lost the Colts last year, a lot of pissed off people, huh? It's a rule with some drum corps. It's written down. Don't lose the coach. It's a rule. And when that rule gets broken, it's really bad news for those teams. And having been through that once here and seeing the pouty, poopy faces at the end of the night, it feels really good when it starts happening. But you guys at some point need to start driving the bus and start inflating the balloon. So these speeches are not going to become daily occurrences. But I felt it necessary. We talked about it all last night. I think it's time to reset. And I'm not necessarily talking to some of the new folks. Some of you guys who've been around here 3-4 years might be the ones who have to make the most major adjustment of all. I can't imagine what a summer would be. I've been trying to wrap my brain around 3 times, bro. Or doing drills. That ain't happening. We're going to break up into subs every day for a while. So that definitely is one thing that you guys are going to have to reflect on. It's a way different paradigm to what you used to do. And if that sounds like talking shit, I know how I like it seems to work out more often than not. So really check out what your expectation level of this thing is. And really start to think about that. And maybe, I mean, one of the things that, when I was in your position, I started in the Casper Troopers. And it had been a number of years. Well, I joined at 84. The last time I was in the drum corps. But it had been a while for the troopers to be involved. And there are people who had marched their whole drum corps career up to that point and never got close, 13, 14, 15. But the one thing that resonated with me, and I think it did a lot of the people I was with, when we started the season in 85, you know, just see yourself. Because most of you guys at this point have been at times, right? How many guys have marched? Yeah. So you've been in the house. You know what it looks like. Have you ever seen yourself in your mind's eye out there when on a Saturday night? Start seeing that moment in your brain. Start visualizing yourself and what that's going to feel like. And start breathing into that vision of what it's going to be like when this thing is kicking ass. And it will kick ass. There's a couple different ways that we can go. We can do it the hard way or we can do it the I'm trying to give you guys the easy way out. Because I'm certainly not make the choice of rolling up and, oh, cool, this is going to be fun. Oh, warm up, cool. And the one comment I've consistently gotten, at least, and I'm kind of proud of this one, is from people who've marched other places or have been other places, and when we roll in, you know, I've heard this comment a number of times. Well, warm-up was always fun. It's never going to be the same warm-up over and over and over again. Groundhog Day ain't my gig. It's going to be different every single time. For one simple reason. I want you guys to think. I want you to think on your feet. But for that formula to even work at all, this has got to be engaged. This has got to be engaged. And it's got to be engaged by desire. I get it. It's tired. Second day of rehearsal. You know, some of you guys are probably hurting a little bit already. Maybe got a little sun. What do we call it? The 2-day blues? 3-day blues? That's when it was 114 degrees. You guys have unbelievable weather. Try doing this when it's 114 degrees. Anybody got anything for the good of the order? Is there any questions about what I said? Because at some point, when you guys start driving the bus around here, that's when really good things are going to happen. But it's got to come from you guys, and it's got to come from an honest belief in something of besides warm up. And again, I don't think you're bad people. I don't think you have bad attitudes. I don't think you have a bad work ethic. It's not what this is about. It's about setting a standard for yourself and setting a standard for this horn line and what we want to say this year and into the future. Not just be in that Saturday night show, but make a little house there and stay there for a while. And not have to be like a super special, hooray, we made finals this year. Have it be like one of those things where, yeah, that's what we do. We're good. And there's nothing wrong with that attitude. Zero wrong with that attitude. But you got to go out and earn it every single day. That's the difference between, let's say, our neighborhood and the Crown, Phantom, Blue Devil, Santa Clara neighborhood. That's the difference. And here's a news flash. The Carolina Crown hasn't been in the top 3 every year since 1972. You know what place they were in 11 years ago? 16th. I know, because I was there and saw it happen. 11th to 16th. Not a fun ride. You guys want to win someday? That opportunity is in front of you. You got the designers to do it. That's why me and the rest of the guys joined the team. You have the opportunity to build something very special. Treat it that way. Treat it that way. Go back, play a little on your own. The parade tune is up.
11 minutes.
Well, that we needed to have that.
Yeah. That was the moment right there. I'm glad I got that on tape.
I don't think that's going to be the moment. The moment's going to be when somebody cries. Like, this group is going to have a day of confusion. There's going to be a day of crisis. Well, it was the day after San Antonio.
I remember it vividly.
Were you there that day? That's when we made it. It took a year to actually do it.
Right. That was the scene.
That was only a 19-minute video that ate my entire battery. But it was good, right? I've heard that speech 4 times before.
I've heard that speech.
but I don't think it's aimed at like Nate.
Just hold your head down. I gotta leave you guys away. All right, I'll stick my hand up.
Hey, drumline, when you come back, don't cut through the horn line.
You don't?
Alright, very quick field. Drop it up. Snares and trumpets, letter F to letter G with a med. You can come forward. You don't have to stand right in front of them. It doesn't matter. Yep, snares and trumpets.
And snares, bass drums, trumpets. Here we go. Can you hear your partner music? Yeah, relax. Hey, drumline, not a bad first rep. Ford, you're in.
Figure it out!
Relax, relax. Feel, go ahead, feel.